Good morning, or maybe it's good afternoon, or it could be evening when you're watching this video. Welcome. Welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. I'm Marva, and thank you so much for stopping by. It's a very nice, a little breezy Wednesday morning here. Yeah. Thank you so much again for coming. In today's live, there's quite a few tasks that must be completed in the garden today. So you're going to see that happening. I'm going to try to start over here in the pineapple container section. As you can see, there are some here that need to be weeded out. We have pineapples that are growing here. I believe at least 6 pineapples are growing. So welcome. Thank you for coming. Remember your thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? All right, so stay with me this morning and let's see what we can get accomplished. Hello, Joshua. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming. Yes, thank you for the first thumbs up. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I'm here by the pineapples, and we have some of them already started coming up, like this one. You're looking down here. That's the pineapples down there. Yeah, this one. I'm gonna count exactly how many. Hold on, me. Get you off the tripod here. So that's one. Two. Look at this one. That's 3. 6. 7. And 8. Wow. Yep. This one is growing pretty fast, you know. So we have 8 pineapples over here. I need to check the other beds to see what's going on over there. These were planted, I think 2 summers ago. It's about 2 years now. So I'm going to try to do some weeding out of these. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming this morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at the pineapple container section. I need to weed out some of these overgrown things going on in the pineapple beds, in the pineapple containers, I should say. Yeah, because they will choke the plants and just rob the plants of the nutrients that they need. So I'm going to try my best to do what I can to relieve the plants of these invasive things. Yeah, see how deep they go? They go really deep into the ground, into the pots. That's how weeds behave. If you're just coming in, I just counted 8 pineapples that are growing already. When you're working with pineapples, you have to realize these things are no joke. They pierce your skin. They have long, sharp spikes. This one, the weed is underneath the plant, and this plant is already producing fruit. So I don't want to try to force it out and then uproot the plant itself. So this weed may have to stay here. Yeah. Hello and welcome. Thank you for coming. Welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. I'm Marv. If it's your first time, a very special welcome to you. Yeah, I'm in the pineapple garden section, weeding out the containers that has a lot of weeds in them. Hello, Reds. Good morning from this side. Thank you for coming. Yeah, so I was showing those earlier, who came earlier. We have 7 pineapples growing over here already. And if you don't know, pineapples take 18 to 24 months before the first one. So these are about 2 years. Summer will be 2 years. Yeah, so in about 5 months it will be 2 years. In about 4 months, I should say. Yeah. So I'm weeding out because these weeds are crowding and sometimes choke the plants. Or what the weeds really do are rob the plants of its nutrients. Everything that the plants need, even the sunlight. And pineapples need at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight per day. I'm going to have to go in here. See? Oh, what do I do with the weeds? I put them in the bed so we can get more soil. If I could get this container out, it'll be much better. It's heavy too, you know. It's much better. This plant has gone through some stuff. I don't know why it's so dry. Apparently the water is not catching this one. I'm gonna have to get some water in this one. I'm gonna move it, put it somewhere else. Okay, I have to get some water on that. It's totally dry. I wonder why. And that we have a dwarf Julie mango tree over there too. I need to water that as well. The Garden Hoe channel. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. If you're just coming in, let me show you what's going on in the pineapple bed here. See that? That's a pineapple. It's number 2. Number 3. Four. Number 5. And by the way, here's the dwarf Julie mango tree blossoming. More ones. It did blossom last year too. That was the first time it blossomed. So this season we may get some mango from here. I even see a tomato plant decided to plant itself under here too. Okay, so that was number 5. Yes, 6. Number 7. And number 8. So I'm going to get some water to water those over here. I just drag the hose over here. I have one pineapple, but it's small. I just rooted it last year. Okay. But you know, once you Once you harvest the pineapple, as long as you leave the plant in there, in another year you'll get another fruit. You keep the plant in there, the plant there for as long as it survives, you get a fruit every year. So as soon as you harvest the first one, then every year after that, you'll get another fruit from that very same plant. Let me get the hose. I'm also going to water the sugarcane. Make sure you can see. How long does it take to grow sugarcane? Ha! This is our first time planting them. Um, and I need to come back to you with that answer. I have an idea, but I want to be sure. So I'll come back. I'll give you an answer. I'm going to show you where we started with the seedlings. Now we just took a stalk of sugarcane. Somebody gave us some sugarcane. We took pieces of it and stick it in the ground. I'm going to show you. But I'm going to give you an answer for that question. Just a moment. All right, let me take you over here. I'll show you where we started planting, where those came from. We had this little box right here. So we stuck pieces of sugarcane in here. And you see this one? We left these. This one is already so big. Look at this, the stalk. Yeah. And we took out that, those came out about a month ago. Yeah. It was a month ago that we took them out and planted them over there. All right, let me get my container here. Oh, yeah. Confirm. It takes 12 to 18 months for sugar cane to grow from planting to harvest. So 12 to 18 months. And you get a lot of suckers from the sugar cane too, you know. All right, let's check out this herbs box here. I think I need to. Thank Crooked Peach. Good morning. Good morning. Oh yeah. Garden Hoe channel. Our pineapples are giving me hope for mine. Oh yeah. As long as it's in sun, you know, and it's getting watered, there's no reason for it not to grow. Crooked Peach. I know it's cold where you are and you can't get into your garden now. But don't worry. You know it will happen. Well, the cold weather has destroyed my basils. So there's no basil in this bed right here. So we have our oregano, parsley, and two types of thyme. There's the English thyme and the lemon thyme. I just love the smell. It smells exactly like its name, lemon. Yes, Crooked Peach says, never fear, I will be grown. Yeah, not the basil. Yes, the basil cannot tolerate cold weather. And the cold weather was too much this year. We've never had it that cold for so long. It even went down to as low as 32 degrees. No, basil cannot tolerate that. It was as though the plant was burnt up, just like the other plants. Look at this jackfruit tree. Look what happened to the leaves. Yeah. And many of the plants, well, all of the plants here are tropical, and so many of them were severely affected. Yeah, yesterday I had to do a lot of pruning away, pruning the leaves that were dying, like some of these banana leaves. I had to cut them down yesterday. We have a banana though that is ready for harvesting right there. Yeah, freezer burn. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. Freezer burn, my dear. So I'm not complaining. We have some things that weren't affected, like the greens, kale, the collard greens, the mustard greens, the what else? The Swiss chard. Those can tolerate cold weather. Yeah, thanks, Crooked Peach. Said beautiful. So, and these herbs, they did also tolerate the cold weather, but other things didn't. And that's how it is in gardening. You win some and you lose some. You should see how the coconuts. I'm going to show you what happened to the coconuts. Though we are enjoying the coconut water, but when you look at the coconut, you may think, wow, that is no good. But it's just freezer burn. Let me show you the coconuts. Many of them are like this. You know better than to complain. That doesn't do any good. You're right. It doesn't do any good at all. I'm just happy for what we had. And we have been drinking coconut water from this tree, but it was also badly affected. I've got dried beans to share, so at least I'll be touching the plant matter. Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, but we're enjoying it. Look at my yam. I know the yam is not ready, and look at that. So we have to go in here and see if there's anything. I doubt it, but this is yellow yam. It was nice and green and lush before the cold weather came. You know, that's it. That's these are the things that comes with gardening. This is star apple. This little tree. Always find that silver lining. Always, always, always. I had to take this down yesterday. That's how they were. But this, we had already harvested from this plant, so I chop it down so that the suckers around it could get the energy that they need. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I need to whack away some weeds. I'm going to use the weed whacker over here around the beds. The weeds are around the beds. So I'm going to start here. Here's where we have our greens. I'm glad that I caught you because I have been wondering how you fared after that freeze. Oh, thank you. Yeah. We know we made it. We just did what we had to do. And it was several times that the freeze came. It's not just one time. It came. I got the garden back together to the way it was. A week later, another freeze. It's like starting all over again. I'm going to get rid of those right here. Oh, when I'm finished here, I'm going to show you what the kale and the Swiss chard looks like. To put on my mask. gone. I have to go now to animals. Oh, honeybees. Okay. The honeybees. Y'all come by and check them out too. Thank you for stopping by, Cook Peach. Appreciate it. Let me start up here. Let's go on the other side. I'm trying to get you out of the sun. Thank you for coming. Welcome to those of you who are just coming by. Appreciate you stopping. Have to get rid of your overgrown grass and the weeds because all they do is harbor pests. All right, so now I'm going to show you what's under these nets. Right here is a Swiss chard. And I'm going to be harvesting these today. It's going to be a giveaway. So that's Swiss chard. I'm going to cover these back. And these nets are to keep the pests out. Big pests and little ones. Little ones like white flies and aphids. And big ones like raccoons and stray cats that come through at night. And next to this, let me put this back in the ground to make sure. Next to this one are the kale. These are curly kale. That's it. Curly kale. And then I'm gonna show you what's over here in this bed. Well, let me go ahead and get rid of the, looks lush and healthy. The whole channel said yes, they are. And it's, you know, we have done a lot to make sure the pests don't come in. We have been very successful. Yeah. So let me clean up around here and then I'll show you what's in this bed. Trying to find a safe spot so that you don't fall. Yeah. If you're just coming in, welcome. Thank you for stopping by the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. I'm Marva, and I'm getting some work done here today to make the garden look presentable. I think I'm running out of string. No. Yeah, the birds. Okay. All right. All right, folks. I'm not going to show you now what's in this bed. And make sure you can see the whole thing. In fact, let me just move you from the tripod and take you along. Here we have collard greens, and some amaranth or callaloo planted themselves there too. We'll take them. And on the other side we have celery. So I'm going to also be harvesting from here today. And then I'm going to, maybe later on, have another live tonight to show how I prepare them, either when I'm getting ready to freeze them or sometimes give them away. I already just wash them and cut them up, and people appreciate that once when I give it to them and it's already, and it's just ready to be cooked. Yeah, we have two types of collard greens. This is one type and this is another. Yeah, this one is kind of purplish This was in the ground, in the dirt, so I'll take that out. Yeah, this is kind of purplish. This one is all green. So that's what's in this bed. All right, so I'm going to show you some more. But let me cover up the bed back with the net. Tucking it under. Because if it gets very windy, it can come out, just fall off. All right, right behind you is our guava tree. This week I've harvested about 1.5 dozen already. I don't think there's any more for this morning. That yesterday and the day before I harvested about 1.5 dozen. These are pretty small right now. They're not ready. Let's see. When I'm finished later, I'll show you what was harvested yesterday. I'm gonna give those away too because the day before I had already deseeded some and juiced and get them ready for juicing. It's in the freezer, so I don't need any right now. I had several bags. There's a live for that. Look at this lovely papaya tree. This is what happened yesterday. I had to take off all the rotten leaves, but the fruits are looking very good. Yeah, let me go ahead and finish getting rid of these weeds up along here, especially close to your plants. You don't want the pests coming there. So let me get there and then I'll show you some other things that's happening in the garden. Oops. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to get another. I run out of. After we refill this. But in the meantime, let me do something else. See what I can do with this. This is one of our tomato beds. Got some vines here. I harvested quite a few yesterday. And here's another set. These are the cherry tomatoes. Nice and juicy and sweet. And these are romaine. Yeah. I think I'm going to go get the refill for the weed whacker. It's more effective than this. But here's another bed I'm going to let you look at while I go get that. This is another of our kale bed. We have kale in here and some mustard greens. But this was actually where we had our broccoli. We harvested quite a few broccoli from there. So what I'm going to do now is let me go get that refill for the machine. It's more effective using that. Yeah, you can listen to the birds. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. Thank you for your thumbs up too. And those of you who have subscribed, I appreciate that too. Let me get that refill. And this is what I put in the machine to refill it. And this is what is in there. See, greens are tolerant to cold weather. Let me go ahead and change out this thing Yeah, so these were not affected by the cold weather at all. They thrive in it. If it's your first time, welcome. And I thank you for your time. Thank you for coming. Oh, all right. I'm gonna try this and see if it works. Let's move you back a little bit. All right. Let's hope it works. No failing now. Yep. That's a new bed that we are creating right here. And we have our kitchen scraps in it. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your thumbs up too. Take a look at the very lovely mustard greens. The color is just marvelous. Neon green. I may be doing I think I'll do some harvesting before, when I'm finished working here in the yard. Yeah, because they need to be harvested. And I'm going to be giving them away. Let's finish up the cleanup first. Wow. This tomato plant is all over the place. Loaded with fruits. But it won't stay in the bed. I'll do the best I can and not cut the plant. Hyperelectric. Nice work. Get it going in the garden. Excellent. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. Thank you for your thumbs up too. Yes, trying to clean up. There's always work to be done in the garden. Yeah. But the reward is worth it. That's right. That's what keeps us focused. It definitely is. It's the reward that keeps us focused. We know what's coming. And when you know what's coming, you have to do what you have to do. This is the curly kale. And right here we had our broccoli. That's over now. But this, no matter how much we think, every time I think that the mustard green is done, it just springs back again. So I'm going to be harvesting too. We're getting a big harvest today. All the green's going to be harvested. Well, let me just finish. Okay. You know what? Maybe I should just go ahead and start harvesting now. Not even bother cover it up. But take a look at this loaded Nesberry, or sapodilla you may know it as. This tree. Need to see if anything's on the ground. Because every morning, it seems like, now there's some on the ground, but they're on branches, like these. See there? They're not ready. But I did get some yesterday. They're fit, but they're not ripe. I don't see any on the ground today. I think I got them all yesterday. All right, we'll check back another time. The biggest ones are on this side. I think this is where the sun They get most of the sun. This banana didn't survive the cold weather. He's not sure what he's supposed to do. He wants to open. He wants to grow. He's not sure what he's supposed to do. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to use it to make some banana chips, banana porridge. See if any fruit is on this tree here. Ready? What are those? Oh, these are, you may know them as tapodia. They're also called nesberries. Very delicious. They're sweet. I know you're probably going to want to know what they taste like, because that's what everybody asks. By the way, on the last live, I did open up one, peeled it, opened it up, ate it, and described it. But to me, the best way to describe it is that it has the gritty taste, the grittiness, not the taste, the grittiness of an American pear. And let's say it's gritty, and then you add some brown sugar to it. That's the way I can describe it to you. It's delicious. Sweet and delicious. And this tree is just loaded. Yeah, so let me go do some harvesting now. My basket is here and ready. So let's start with this bed. And tonight what I think I'm going to do with these is I'm going to have another live to show how I prepare it for freezing or to give away. So let's start right here. My basket. Now, if you want to harvest anything during the winter time and you live in a cold area, get the greens. Plant them in the fall and you'll be harvesting for a long time. The more you harvest, the more they grow. All the brassica, all the greens that are in the brassica family, like kale, collard greens, Swiss chard, mustard greens, even broccoli. Those are winter crops. They do very well. So what I'm doing, I'm getting the big ones, and big ones are on the outside, the outer part. So that's where you cut. You take them from, and you leave the rest to continue to grow. Look at this. And you don't want to leave them too long or else they get hard. Look at this one. Thank you. And those of you who have not yet subscribed, you see enough. You've seen enough. You don't need to wait any longer, right? Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free. And all it does is helps the channel to grow. So if you'd like to see this channel grow, do your thumbs up and subscribe, and then share it too. Maybe you have some friends who love gardening like you. Maybe a lot of people who watch don't have a garden, but they just love to watch. According to YouTube, about 65% of you who watch all the time have not subscribed. I'm going to say it's because you thought you subscribed. So check. Maybe it's you or one of those 65%. You thought you subscribed, but look at that subscribe button. Is it still sitting there? Hit it. It's free. And after you hit subscribe, hit the bell. There's a bell there. Hit that bell. Then you're not finished after you hit the bell enough. You gotta hit the word all, A-L-L. And when I upload a video, you'll get it immediately. It will come to you. So, but you gotta put on that notification. But I thank you in advance for subscribing though. We're just a small channel, just teaching you what we learn from our backyard garden. You know, you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. But I thank you for even the view. This is only one kale bed. There's another one on the other side, and it needs to be harvested as well. Wow, I'm glad I came today to do this because it really needed to be harvested. This is the first year that we have not had any pests, and I'm going to contribute that to what I'm using in the garden, and that's cloves, the spice. Show you what it looks like if you're wondering what is cloves. Look like I have a lot to share. See, so tender. I don't even need a shear to cut them. See what's in the basket? And I'm gonna get the mustard greens. Anybody here ever had mustard greens? As the name implies, it's from the mustard, that condiment, the mustard family. And it has a little bit of that mustardy taste, but it's so delicious. Wow. Every time I think it's done, it gives me more. I'm gonna show you up close what it looks like. I love the color. Beautiful color. Neon green. Yeah. Look at it. Check it out. That's a lovely bunch right there. Yeah. So, I'm gonna get ready to go to the next bed. So let me cover this one up. Oh, I said I'm gonna show you what cloves look like. Let me get it. This is cloves. Bought the whole cloves, but I blended it up so it looks more like powder. It goes a longer way when it's powdery. And all I did yesterday was just sprinkle it in the garden. And something about the smell that the pests don't like. It has a strong smell. This is what you smell when you, like during the holiday season, when you smell potpourri. Cloves is a big part of it. But you can use it in any recipe, in everything. Soups, porridges, stews, cakes. All right, so I'm putting the net back on. Keep the pests out. What's in the... Don't know what you're asking. All right. I'm missing a pin, but it will show up. All right, so let's go check out the other beds and do some harvesting over there too. Let's stop by the collard greens. These have zippers, but I just take it off like this. Hello, Christoph. That's as far as I'm gonna go. Kurtz, I don't want to up your name. I thank you for coming. KRZYTO, Cresto of. Thank you for coming. Welcome. I just call you K. Thank you for your time. Yes, I'm here at the collard greens bed. I just harvested some kale and mustard greens, and I have more greens down there. But let's get some collard greens, and this I'm going to be giving away. So just like the kale and the mustard green, you get the outer leaves, the ones underneath. That's how they mature. And this will, as long as you're harvesting, we've been harvesting from this for about 5 months now. As long as you harvest, it will continue to produce. And this will grow like trees. Yeah. I think it's... I have some celery over here too, but I'm not sure they're ready to be harvested yet, but I'll check. I just harvested some a couple weeks ago. We have some amaranth. They decided to plant themselves here. I'm gonna cut them too. I just dropped the seeds back in there, and then more will grow. These are the celery. I may get a few. They look tall enough. This is the celery. Do you know that the leaves are also edible? Yeah. It's not just for garnishing. You cook the leaves and eat them. So that's what I do when I'm cooking the celery. I also cook the leaves. I'm getting more than I anticipated though. They're growing fast. Yeah, I said I noticed the more you harvest, the more they grow. Look at this one, long. I think this is enough for today, but I need to go to the other beds now. Harvest of greens. Let's cover up this bed. Oh, I see some tomatoes that I need to harvest over here too. Just tucking it under. Because you don't want the wind blowing it off. Okay, I'm gonna do this and then come back to the tomatoes. More kale right here. Make sure that you can see. Welcome, welcome, welcome one and all. If you like what you see, be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not yet. They're so tender. You don't need anything. No, I don't need my shears. Look at this large one. My basket is overflowing. It's a blessing. All right, that's enough for this. All right, everything is safe and sound under here. All right, let's go to the Swiss chard now. This is Swiss chard right here. Oh, don't want it to fall. It's a little bit windy. Swiss chard has been ready. Wow. The Swiss chard is from the beets family. That's why you will see the color right here? Notice how it looks just like the color of beets? Yeah. Good afternoon, Dan. Thank you for the like. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, I'm now harvesting. Been in the garden for almost 2 hours. Well, it's about a little more than an hour and a half. So now I am harvesting the greens. This is a Swiss chard. It's breezy. So if you're shaking, it's the wind. Let me see if I can find another spot for you. Something, a place more stable. I think that's better. I think that's good enough. We'll come back in about 3 more days to catch the other growth. The next stop is at the tomato plants. Let's get the net back on. All right. Let's go check out the tomato plants. right here. You see some ripe ones. These are the cherry tomatoes. We have other types, like the romaine tomatoes. Not Romania, like Dan, where Dan is from. So let's get these. Make sure you guys are set. Ah, that's it. Oops, losing my crop. And this tomato plant just keeps growing and growing. Let me see if I can put it on top of here. Yeah, get it out of the way. More over here. There's two more. Later on, I have to cut some coconut myself so I can get some coconut water to drink. Let me go check out the papaya trees over here on this side. See if there's anything ready. And this is a volunteer plant. This papaya tree came up on its own right in this bed. But let's check out these over here. Oh yeah, this one can be picked. Usually pick them before they get too ripe because the birds will get to them. But once you put them on your counter, they will ripen. Oh, here's a few over here. Wow, I have a lot to give away. We'll get those later. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I so appreciate you stopping by. Let me show you the basket once again. Thank you for staying. Not finished. I have some cleaning up to do. See, that's all coconut we've been enjoying. I'm gonna clean up that, put it where it needs to go. But I'm gonna leave you here just so you can. Oh, here's the basket. I did say I'm gonna show you again. I have tomatoes, kale, collard greens, mustard greens, Swiss chard, the papaya. Oh, I said I was going to show you yesterday's harvest of the guavas. I don't think I can show you all of them, but I'm going to. This is just some of them. Check out the guavas. And we have some raspberries too, and some very lovely papayas also. So I have a lot to give away. Look at these. I think this one is ready. This one will be part of my breakfast this morning. Thank you, Dan, for the reminder. He says he's asking like and subscribe. Wow. So if you like what you see, go ahead and like, just like what he said. Subscribe. Share. Let you go ahead and enjoy the view while I finish cleaning up. Which view? And the birds may come by too. Look at the beautiful sky. That's what they call azure blue. Yeah. I hope everyone is doing well. Miss Sandra Teach, save me some. Okay, you can come today. You can get whatever you want from here, Sandra. So just let me know when you're coming. And welcome, welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think you would rather see the basket. So I'm going to put the basket right here where you guys can see it. Okay, I will come this afternoon. All right, okay. Basket is right next to the. You see how it's windy? It's. I'm just cleaning up, ladies and gentlemen. folks, I'm just cleaning up, putting away things where I can find them tomorrow or whenever I need to use them. What you're looking at is today's harvest of greens, collard greens, kale, mustard greens, Swiss chard, tomatoes, and papaya. Oh, we also have some callaloo in there too, amaranth. Oh, let me take you over here. Look at these other callaloo over here. The callaloo was affected by the cold weather. They were totally freeze burn. So I had to chop them down and basically start over. So this is what I did the other day. I need to come over here and do some weeding again. So I cut them down. I mean, most of it was like this. This is what they look like. And I think I need to come over here and do some more work on them. But I've never seen callaloo being affected so bad. The only thing I know is callaloo is affected by worms. And we took care of that. Put some azomite in the soil. And the second set that came up were worm-free. But now we have the problem with the cold weather. And this is not the only thing. Let me show you something else over here. Let me show you another tree. This tree. What you see happening here should not be happening. This is an evergreen tree. It's not supposed to lose its leaves and look like this. But tropical plants cannot tolerate cold weather. This is the Oteti, the Jamaican apple tree, to start bearing fruits this year. However, the cold weather did this. Now, while I was cleaning up all the leaves, there were lots of leaves under here. I decided to take a closer look, and this is what I found. Indeed, it was getting ready to bear fruits. You see that? That's blossoms. And here is another set of blossoms. What's wrong with it? Okay. Another set right there. This here, not supposed to happen. But it's happening because of the cold weather. This is supposed to be lush green leaves, shiny green leaves. Don't know if the fruits will be affected because a lot of these are twigs. But that's what's happening with it. Just have to wait and see. Yes, folks. So the cold weather did do some damage. That's what's happening to the papaya. That's what happened to the papaya leaves. But these fruits don't seem to be affected. We won't know until it's time to harvest. Yeah. Yes, folks. So I appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you stopping. Appreciate your thumbs up. And if you like what you see right here and you have not yet given your thumbs up, go ahead and do so. And hit that subscribe button too. Everything is free. Subscribing is free. Liking is free. Sharing is free. Commenting is free. Yeah, do that. And come back next time and see what's happening here in the garden or maybe even in the kitchen of the Charles Fort Lauderdale garden. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Shanette, hey, welcome Shanette. Thank you so much for stopping by.